Welcome to a visual guide of a typical Korean skincare routine by Laura Bach and Jasmine.
The majority of YouTube's skincare and beauty pioneers were Asian, such as Michelle Phan and Bubs Beauty that many of us grew up watching. YouTube played an important role for Asian representation, as while many Asians were not seen in traditional, typical media platforms, YouTube provided them with space to be able to grow as a community. As we move through the history of YouTube and its growing popularity, Korean YouTubers still dominate the beauty and lifestyle sphere. There are such as Leah Yu, Pony, Yu Catnip, Rizabe, and Hyojin, who influence the platform in very particular ways, which differs from the more popular Western influencers such as James Charles and Nikki Tutorials. The Korean beauty community draws in its viewership in a very specific way: Korean skincare. Using the element of desire, many Korean YouTubers are popularly known for their glass-like skin, also referred to as chokchok. They have created a desire in many viewers to achieve this glass-like skin while providing an element of escapism. So, to integrate this idea of a visual Korean skincare routine, in a typical routine, the first step is a cleansing balm or oil, which reflects the double cleansing philosophy. Cleansing oils are a great first cleanser for if you wear makeup, as they are specially formulated to break down the heavy molecules. For best results, it should be followed with a secondary cleanser for the most thorough clean. Korean skincare routines are often extensive, not to mention intensive. Yet, the majority of the videos are filmed in a relaxed environment with soft and soothing tones as they create a space of intimacy and private community for their viewers. The famed Korean 12 to 20 plus step skincare routines increasingly appear to be growing in traction as new forms of social media and new skinfluencers have created a vast space for the potential of advertising these various products. They market them with the ideals of accessibility and an illusion of easy achievement to influence viewers towards consumption. Much of the language that these YouTubers use is casual. I use these products to get my skin to look like this, or buy these things and you can get skin like mine. The producers of Korean beauty videos also seem to exude these emotions of calm and collectiveness. Presenting a casual, yet relaxed and familiar environment like this allows viewers to be able to imagine themselves in the YouTuber's place, thereby creating a transitive experience of luxury. So, after the cleansing balm or oil and the gel cleanser, the third step in the routine is a toner. A toner will balance your skin's pH levels and help to make sure that your skin's moisture barrier remains happy and healthy. Apply onto your hands and pat onto your face to achieve bouncy skin, or chokchok in Korean. The idea of self care is commonly understood to be behaviors or routines to help with stress relief and mindfulness, but in fact is arguably subverted by YouTubers as they passively shame or guilt their audience for not allowing the same amount of time to take care of their skin as they do. YouTube culture is also rooted in privilege, specifically with aesthetic and material wealth. Many YouTubers are given sponsorships and free products by or partner with luxury companies such as SK2, which they promote to their audience, perpetuating the cycle of consumption and utilizing their audience as a market, which effectively creates and maintains a commercial microcosm. With this in mind, you can see that there is a specific degree of performativity that occurs on YouTube. While similar to other forms of social media, it is unique in how most YouTubers strive to appear as relatable or connected to their audience. The fourth step is an essence. Essences help to speed up the skin's natural healing process and aid in cell turnover. Similar to a toner, it helps to prepare the skin to absorb products which are more concentrated, such as serums and ampules, which are otherwise known as treatments.
Neoliberal ideology aims to reorganize all social dynamics to center around a market-led economy. Korean beauty is now one of the biggest exports of the country, which is helped by endorsement deals from Korean celebrity idols. We most notably see this in the rise of the boy band group BTS. Neoliberalism operates based on a faith. The freedom of an individual can be guaranteed by the freedom of the markets and trades, creating a limitless free market. Neoliberalism looks to pursue freedom of capital, the labor market, public sectors, and individualism. A key feature of neoliberalism is the centrality of women to the market. With the popular rise of beauty and skincare, women begin to play a more important role as consumers than they do as workers. There is a shift in the utility of women's bodies from national labor production to national consumption. Women are given the ability to participate in the market as active agents who make rational decisions to optimize their economic and social standings. This is an ideology which neoliberal economic and social systems have endorsed and validated. Thus, women become the capitalist body. We see this in South Korea, as the Korean women's participation in global beauty markets often represents the country as a successful consumer society. Women in neoliberal markets act as a symbol of post-industrial success and national aesthetic identity. With the rise of skincare and self-care routines, women's participation in the market is a central moral imperative within neoliberalism. Beauty as an industry and market thus unites the goals of neoliberal markets. The fifth step is an emulsion. Similar to serums and ampoules, as previously mentioned, they are more concentrated skin boosters and are useful for targeting specific skin concerns, such as discoloration, dehydration, and hyperpigmentation.
Especially for the formerly unaware, Korean or Asian beauty has grown into something that overwhelms and intimidates the majority of those who wish to try it, which the Korean skincare brands themselves have used to aggressively market themselves in the West. There is a distinct divide between the brands that are easily recognized by netizens, or as Korean citizens are often referred to due to the integration of the internet in the country, in comparison to those in the West. This is especially evident in national skincare and beauty ranking app Hwahae versus what is written on forums such as Reddit. For example, the brands COSRX and Tony Moly are very widely known in North America, but netizens display a strong preference towards other brands. As well, the affordability aspect, which is often used as a selling point for proponents of Korean skincare, is negated by the fact that there are so many products which are tried, used, and ultimately discarded. Sheet masks are also incredibly popular in Korean skincare routines than they are within Western brands. This also contributes to global consumption and waste. In terms of global capital, Korea is now commonly thought to have taken France's place in the race for global beauty, according to Ryan Park, founder of Korean skincare brand Hwamesa, Marie Claire magazine, and others, to name a few. It has successfully integrated within American beauty culture so much so that it is not seen as foreign as much as it once was. The sixth step is a moisturizer. Moisturizers are one of the most basic and crucial products to have in a skincare routine, even for those that have oily skin.
Korean skincare and beauty is often categorized as radical self-care, as it looks at the notion of taking the time to set aside for yourself to relax. But having a multi-step skincare routine is actually quite the opposite, as it can be quite laborious. Although neoliberal markets look to narrate skincare routines as a ritual of pleasure, advertising it as a way to pamper yourself, it is time-consuming and can be a source of anxiety for some people as they struggle on their endless quest to find the holy grail or perfect products. Further, this complicates notions of rest and self-care, as it creates a stigma that shames people for not taking care of themselves enough. Skincare, beauty, and self-care are then tied with an underlying elitist attitude, while it applies pressure to those who cannot participate in such routines to do so. As well, it looks to highlight the need for women to be diligent and conscientious, needing to work hard to clear their skin, prevent wrinkles, and remain youthful. Oftentimes, these uber-romanticized notions of self-care within skincare are embedded in notions of capitalism, as it perpetuates the desire to participate in capital and labor markets needed to partake in these routines. The final step for the daytime is a sunscreen, which is religiously applied every day regardless of the weather or time spent outside. Make sure to look for one that is at least SPF 15 or 30. The popularization of self-care is often marketed towards women. Knowledge in beauty and skincare is often associated with skill, which anyone can acquire with practice and active participation in said labor markets. Skincare is also seen as a lesson in manners, work ethic, and beauty. To benefit from skincare, women must embrace consumption. Even more so, they must enact a labor-intensive regime of care. For example, from a young age, Korean women are proactive and are taught to treat their skin and complexions as the ultimate investment. either on top of or in place of a moisturizer. For the nighttime, a popular product in the Korean skincare routine is a sleeping mask. Most popularized by the brand Laneige, they are heavier and tend to have a more viscous texture which absorbs quickly into the skin to be washed off in the morning. Not only for the face, there are specialized products made for the lips as well. Finally, here are some extra products you can implement into your skincare routines to maximize skin benefits. Firstly, there is Klairs Gentle Black Sugar Facial Polish. Apply a small amount on damp skin, leaving it on for 15 to 20 minutes, and then gently washing it off. This scrub will exfoliate dry skin, leaving a glossy, smooth finish. Next, we have Skin Food's Egg White Pore Mask. Like the scrub, apply a small amount onto damp skin, leaving it on as it works to remove oils clogging the pores. After 15 to 20 minutes, gently wash it off. Sheet masks are another great addition to your skincare routine. Place the mask over your face and leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes as the product soaks in to leave your face moisturized and hydrated. After you remove the mask, gently pat in any remaining product. Our last recommendation is eye masks and blackhead removing packs. There are a great range of brands you can purchase from, such as Dr. Jart, Tony Moly, and Etude House.